what's up, guys? Twintuitive 717. I am back with another reading. I hope you guys are incredibly well tonight. We're going to do a quick check-in with the Divine Masculine Collective and see what kind of feelings are developing for you on the journey at this time. All right, I don't know where you guys are at on your journey. The reading may not resonate with everyone, but I am being guided to use this particular deck and ask that specific question. What deeper feelings are developing for you, Divine Feminine? So you have someone who is a little bit more optimistic about this love between you two. Okay, so I'm hearing grumpy. So you might have a Divine Masculine who, like, the opposite of optimistic is like pessimistic, right? So I feel like in terms of just love in general, they've always been pessimistic, or they've always seen the idea of love or relationships as something stupid, or like people who really believe that relationships are about love are stupid, or those kind of relationships don't really exist. Relationships are usually built off of an understanding, some kind of exchange, some kind of mutual agreement. People don't get into relationships because of love. But I feel like you have come in and changed all of this. You might be very stubborn. You have a very stubborn nature about you as well, Divine Feminines, where you might have a very optimistic attitude and nature. And when you believe in something, there's nothing or no one that can come in and change your mind on how it is you feel about something. So you two could be very different right now. Like, I feel like what keeps them up at night is like the fact that they know that in order to get close to you, they're going to have to soften their heart a little. This is someone who can be very sarcastic. They can make a lot of dry jokes. And there you are, not impressed. You're usually bubbly and pleasant, but I feel like, whoever this Divine Masculine is, they realize that you can't tolerate like a lot of lower vibrational, dense energy. Okay, whoever you are, Divine Feminine, you believe that positive faith and thinking will bring you romance. And so I feel like if they come towards you and they're pessimistic in any way, like, you let them know right off the bat, like, if this is not what you want, then goodbye. If you're not going to give this 110%, then goodbye. So there's something about you that's making him stay awake at night, and I feel like he's trying to figure out himself. What is it about you that he can't just leave it alone? It's like, okay, fine. If you're not on the same page, then okay, goodbye. He can't say goodbye to you. All right, maybe because you have strong boundaries. You have these strong standards, and I think he's never seen someone so just passionate about what it is they know is real and true. I feel like whoever you are, Divine Feminine, if someone's not going to give it 110%, you're not in it. Like, I don't care what I told you before. I don't care how into you I told you I was. If I find that you're not going to give it 110%, I'm out. So they might be wondering, like, whoa, did you just, you were just so crazy over me, you're just going to go cold like that? And I feel like for you, yeah, because you only allow maybe just positive vibrations around you. You're very sure of what it is you want. Like I said, you have a very stubborn nature about you. You have a specific idea of how it is you expect maybe love coming into your life, like how you want it to be, how you expect it to be. You might have a masculine around you who's trying to convince you that it's not all rainbows and sunshine, and you might be like, yeah, it is. If I want it to be that way, then it's going to be that way. So they could see you putting up really strong boundaries. I feel like there's no getting close to you. There's no charming you very easily, because you may not be impressed very easily. You're optimistic about your own love life. So anyone coming in has really got to meet those standards. And even the way she's offering at the altar, I do feel like many of you have been doing things to be very intentional about the type of love you want. Maybe romance is something that you believe that you should have. Maybe you expect to be treated in a particular type of way. Maybe you expect that when, the person that you're with expresses their love, that it's going to come off as soft and genuine and romantic, and not from someone who is pessimistic, or they may try to shift your views. I'm also hearing, like, kind of break you down in a sense. A lot of you who have dealt with your masculines, they have really tried to maybe make those walls come up. I'm not hearing that this is intentionally. It may just be one of those things that you two go through on this whole twin flame journey with this whole twin flame experience. Like someone's tried to break down this like beautiful vibration that you've had over time, and you have stood like 10 toes down on what it is you know you deserve. Like I feel like you've even worked up the courage to really, kind of take it or leave it type of thing. Like you've worked up the courage to maybe even walk away from this divine masculine. Maybe that's why they can't sleep, because you've told them, hey, listen, if you're not going to match this vibration, if you're not going to express your love in the way that is authentic, it's truthful. Oh, sorry guys, I feel like there's like a little fuzzy on my lip. I feel like if you guys aren't, you're letting them know, like if they aren't going to come towards you and express themselves as authentic, then you're just like, I don't want it. Okay? You're letting them know it's safe for them to love, and you want to feel safe in their presence. Many of you are not putting up with connections where you feel like there's a man that's going to come in and act like the prize. A lot of you are like, absolutely not. Okay? You're going to come in and you're going to be a gentleman and you're going to court me. Okay, because I feel like whoever you are, you know what you bring to the table in terms of that feminine energy and what it is you are ready to give. Okay, so you could be making somebody feel like they really don't have this all figured out. Remember I shared a reading earlier on this week that said somebody's ready to like change their ways. Like, what do I need to change about myself? I feel like in this reading, you have somebody up at night feeling like they really need to change, like either like their player ways or the way that they might view just like women in general. Like somebody has this idea that women should be doing the chasing or like pleading for their attention. They could be used to that, like getting lots of attention, but whoever you are, divine feminine, you don't care about that shit. For you, you have a very clear mind on what it is you expect. I feel like you're also single, or you've been single or celibate for a really long time, and the reason this has been going on for such a long time is because this offering, it's like you made some kind of pact with the universe that you're willing to be patient in order to attract what it is you deserve or what it is you really truly desire. And I feel like for whoever this masculine is, they have a way of coming into your life and making you feel like your optimism about this all is just, it's too optimistic. It's not realistic. And I feel like for a lot of you, you're like, okay, then you know where the door is and don't let it hit you on the way out. So you really have someone challenging themselves here, because as much as they want to walk away, they can't, because they want to be this for you. They don't want anybody else to get up in this beautiful, preserved energy. You have beautiful standards for yourself. I feel like many of you have worked on feeling safe within your own skin, like within your own boundaries, and that's why you have the right to be so stubborn. Whatever is coming towards you, it better be brand new. It better be that brand new type of love filled with everything that you deserve. Because as much as you want this, as much as you want someone to come in and bring that romance, the reason you want someone to come in and do that is because you are ready to give it. Divine feminines, you're ready to give back that romance in your own ways. You're ready to express love in your own ways. That's why you want more depth. You want more meaning. I'm hearing a lot of your masculines are having a really hard time just gaining access to your energy, being around you for a long time. They can't. That's how sure it is you are of what it is you want. So many of you may not be answering text messages. You want to talk? Call me. You want to see me? Let's go out. You're not entertaining any kind of superficial communication. And this is a really good, refreshing change. Okay, many of you may be attracting a lot of new suitors as well, and it's putting your masculines on high alert because they're not matching that vibration of what it is you want until they do that work on themselves. And part of that work is going to have to include dropping a lot of bad habits, and also too, for a lot of them, working on communication and taking action, not feeling so afraid to take action or get rejected by you or not having things work out. And also too, for a lot of them, it's just like commitment is a big thing for a lot of them, because, and it's not for the reasons you think. For a lot of you, I'm hearing that your masculines are way more afraid of getting hurt by you than you are of them. Okay, it's safe for you both to love, but more so I'm feeling like it's your divine masculines that are feeling like they don't know if it's safe for them to really like give into this the way that you want it, but you're not budging. You're not budging on what it is you want. Whoever you are, divine feminine, you expect 110%. Okay, let's end off this message and we'll see what it is you two can look forward to in terms of this safety. Like, I do feel like many of your divine masculines, you know, you got two of these making love cards here, and that is what I feel like they want to experience the most with you, and that is the area that you're not budging in. A lot of you are protecting your energy. There's the turtle in this card as well. Guys, I can't show these cards. If you want to see it though, it's the Two of Cups from the Tarot of Sensual Magic and the Seven of Cups. And if you guys look at both the cards pulled here, like they're making love in both of these images, right? Like, I feel like this is what they want to experience the most, and that's why I was saying a lot of you doing this offering and staying optimistic about your love life, you are preserving your energy like crazy, and this has got someone up at night feeling like they just want it. They're drawn to it. Someone feels like your energy is almost pulling them. It's pulling them in because like it screams purity, and that's why they want to make love. This is somebody who doesn't want to rush this. They want to take it nice and slow with you. They connect with you body, mind, and soul, but there it is. This is the whole action card, is the Magician that's coming out. And I feel like that's what you guys can look forward to. Like, if you do want it, you've got to invest in it, is what I feel like this Divine Feminine is saying. Even if you guys have done things differently in the past, you're pumping the brakes on this Divine Feminine. A lot of you are, you're slowing this down. And like the previous reading said, if you're not going to align with your Divine Masculines, your heart is opening up to new love as well. Because I do feel like for a lot of you, you're ready. You're ready to experience love in the way that you want to experience it, not riding the wave of this whole journey and waiting around for when you connect with your masculines. Many of you are now being very intentional about opening up your heart, and I feel that you're attracting that to you in the form of new love, but also in the form of many of your divine masculines up at night really strategizing and wanting to take action, prepping themselves, putting their ducks all in a row. What does it take? What will it take to get your attention again in that way? And I feel like for a lot of them, it really is about like just grounding themselves again, like coming through and meeting you in that pure energy also, with staying optimistic about your love life, not being like pessimistic or too rough around the edges here. All right, somebody's really going to have to get into that place of calm, cool, collected, gentle, that mature approach, because you're done with all of the games and just the waiting around, all of these things, Divine Feminine. I feel like many of you are done with it. It's either solitude or this connection and this love being experienced in the way that you want it now. It's like you're in the driver's seat this time. And maybe that's the clarity that a lot of your masculines were waiting on. All right, so that's what I have for this quick check-in, guys. I love you. I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, take it easy, guys. Bye.